Alright folks, welcome back. This is episode number 53. We are still here in Celadon City. It is currently a Saturday, about 6:30 in the evening, and we are going to be taking on the Celadon City Gym. Isn't that right, Cherry? Cherry wants to play with Joe. Well, let's go play Pokemon, shall we? A few other things to see and do in town. Well, let's talk to that guy. Wonder if he still gives a cool TM. So before, I think it was just a little, like, pond in the middle of town. But here it's a little, I guess still a pond, but there's a bridge through it now. It's a little bit bigger. Grimer started to appear recently. You see the pond in front of the house? It is Grimer too. I wonder where they came from. Actually, maybe Grimer wasn't here in Gen 1. Maybe it's Gen 2 I'm thinking of. In Gen 1 it was probably just a regular body of water. So let's see, can we find Grimer here? I feel like you can. Yeah, oh, a muck! Level 15 though. Wow, that's a very low level for a muck. I'm gonna use Body Slam just because I want to save my power points for the gym. Alright, got a couple experience points there. So, let's stick with Cherry for the gym. Grass versus grass type. It'll give us a chance to use Body Slam and Earthquake some. Is there a hidden item up here? Nope, just a tree. In Gen 1 there was a hidden item here. I think it was a PP up. Again, funny the things your brain holds on to. Hop on our bike for a second. I feel like the Celadon City music... Oh, there we go. Maybe I'm thinking of that PP up, or maybe it just moved. Maybe over 3 years, it because of rainwater and wind, it just blew down to that part of the trees. That'd be cool. I feel like this music is used somewhere else in this game too. That's right, we have to cut to get to the gym, just like in Gen 1. So we could go back and get Sandshrew. See that? Oh, I really hate that, because that means you can't have your full team with you to defeat this gym, or even if you do, they can't have their best moves, which I think is what we're going to do, because I'd rather have my full team than I would just have 5 of them. So Cherry can learn Cut. And I think I might just replace Body Slam with Cut, because I can always use a move tutor or a move relearner to reteach Cut. There's also Rod. I could delete Air Slash, for example, or Shadow Claw and use a move relearner. No, I don't think you can learn Shadow Claw by move relearner. I think it's only by TM. I think that's Dark Slash or Night Slash, which is not quite as good. Yeah, let's go ahead and teach Cherry Cut. Oh, that's a shame too. I was looking forward to using Body Slam. This would be the one gym where it'll be pretty useful. I could also teach it instead of Synthesis, but Synthesis might be useful here. And I guess Earthquake, well, not really. So, that might have been a bad decision, because against a grass type, like the ones we'll be facing, Return would have been, or Body Slam would have been very useful. But oh well, what's done is done. Let's keep going, shall we? This gym is great, full of strong trainers. Yeah, 3 years ago he was saying pretty girls, so I guess he evolved with the times, but it was always a little bit creepy. So you can cut to get even further, or you can defeat trainers, but honestly, if you already have cut, I guess you might as well. And the guy isn't allowed in the gym here because he's a guy, so I think we actually find him in the game corner. There's no way I can let some unknown trainer go straight to Erika. Maybe I should switch out to Heracross, or I probably should have just taught Heracross Cut. See, I was thinking, I'm still in Generation 1 mindset, where they all have Vileplumes and Victreebels, which are neutral to Earthquake, but for example, against Skiploom, my only move that's evenly effective is Cut. I think Petal Dance will do more damage. Let's try it. Yeah, in retrospect, I probably would have rather taught Heracross Cut. Okay, Sunny Day, that'll help our Synthesis if we have to use it. I don't really want to lock myself into Petal Dance. Oh, I guess it's a speed tie? I guess Skiploom moved first that time. Alright, be a poison type, Hoppip. Okay, at least Hoppip is weaker than Skiploom. I wonder if she has like a Skiploom, a Hoppip, and a Jumpluff. That'd be pretty cool. I think, so in Gen 1, Erika had... Oh, there we go. Much better. See, a Body Slam would have been a one-shot, though. Oh, and we're confused? Oh, I was using Petal Dance, not Cut. Alright, I was clearly not remembering what I just hit. And she does have a Jumpluff. So in Generation 1, Erika had Victreebel, Tangela, and Violet Plume. It'd be cool if she had a Tangrowth, but since Tangrowth is Gen 4 and not Gen 2, I think it's a lot more likely she will have a Tangela still. I do think she has Blossom. I don't remember if she has Blossom instead of, or in addition to Violet Plume. So I'm thinking maybe she's like Victreebel, Violet Plume, Skiploom, Tangela, and Blossom. I think Blossom's her best, but I don't really remember. I think in Generation, Generation 1 Yellow version, she had a Gloom because that was her Pokemon in the anime. Okay, I'm going to use a Synthesis while the Sunlight is strong. That'll heal 2/3 of my HP instead of half. I think it should be 3/4. That would be more fair, but whatever. Still a nice chunk of HP. I'll probably switch to Heracross after this, because defeating all these Pokemon with Cherry is going to be kind of tedious. Not that I don't think Cherry could win, it's just, as you can see, taking quite a while. U-turn is a Bug-type attack, as you know from Bugsy's Gym. And it is dealing a decent amount of damage to Cherry, who is a Grass-type, and therefore weak to Bug attacks. On the bright side, at least, their Pokemon don't get stabbed, and I don't think Hoppip and its line have a really great attack stat. In fact, they're not really that strong in general. Huh. I think in the later generations, Stun Spore doesn't work against Grass types, but I could be wrong. Bounce, okay. That's a Flying type move, which will also be super effective. Great. Come on, Cherry. Oh, this is not going my way. I'm going to aim for another Synthesis. Try to keep my health up, so I do want Cherry to win this battle, but afterwards I will switch to Heracross. And at least Heracross has Air Slash, which is super effective. Alright, come on, come on, come on. There we go, we got a Synthesis out. So Petal Dance will almost certainly do more damage than Cut. The only way it wouldn't would be if these Pokemon have a much higher special defense than defense, but I really don't know Hoppip and its lines stats that well. Alright, so we're not confused. While it's not very effective, I think it should take out the Skiploom. I was wrong. Alright, at least this trainer doesn't have any healing items, or I don't know if they have Synthesis. If they have Synthesis, I'm just going to go ahead and switch, because this is going to take forever otherwise. We haven't fainted one of her Pokemon yet. God, I hate you, Cut. I hate you so much. Like, Body Slam would have a chance of paralyzing them, and it would do so much more damage. Why did I give up Body Slam? Alright. We are confused, but at least we finally defeated one of her Pokemon. At this point, I am determined. A little nervous about locking myself into another Petal Dance here. We might not get a chance to heal before it's too late, especially against Jumpluff, which is her strongest Pokemon. Alright, well, I think the Sunlight, yeah, is still strong. So let's go for another Synthesis, keep our health high. I think Erika gives you Giga Drain as her TM move here, but Giga Drain in this generation I think still has 60 base power, otherwise we would teach it to Cherry. In, I want to say Gen 5, it's increased to 75, which makes it a lot more usable. And if that was the case, I would probably replace Petal Dance with Giga Drain. So I'm okay giving up 15 power points to avoid the confusion, being locked into a move, and getting some health back, but not for a 30 damage point reduction. Alright, here comes Jumpluff. Have we done any damage to Jumpluff yet? I don't think we have. Nope, but we will here. Or maybe not. And we're paralyzed, confused. Alright, Jumpluff is going to use Sunny Day. I'm really tempted to switch here just for the sake of, like, making this go faster. So I'm going to apologize for this battle taking so long. I promise I will switch after this fight is over. Giga Drain is at least not very effective. It will heal a little bit of Jumpluff's HP, but not much. Fully paralyzed, Sunlight Strong. And I think if you're paralyzed, the turns of confusion don't get wasted, which is not great either. Alright, so now we're just going to put a little bit of damage on her Jumpluff, and when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. I wonder if Jumpluff is one of those Pokemon whose defense is so low that it's better to use Cut. They seem to be doing about the same amount of damage. Alright, here comes Skiploom. Once we defeat Skiploom, Jumpluff's U-turn won't let it switch, not that it really matters that much. It can still use it, and it will still be super effective. It's funny how she keeps using Sunny Day, and yet her Pokemon either don't know or are not using Synthesis. All she's really doing with that is helping me. And I don't like teaching Grass Pokemon Sunny Day for that very reason. Yes, it helps Solar Beam, but now that there are so many other good Grass attacks, I'd rather just use one of them. Because it makes it very likely your opponent's going to switch in Pokemon with a physical move and with a fire move, and you'll take increased damage from your own Sunny Day. Alright, Skiploom is defeated, the sunlight is back. Cherry's fighting hard here. As long as we don't get really unlucky, I think we have a good chance. But as long as we're paralyzed, and especially paralyzed and confused, we're not out of the blue, or out of the black, or out of the red, whatever the saying is. I guess they're all appropriate sayings. Okay, so that's not good, but I don't think, well, I don't know. If Jumpluff uses U-turn, this is probably it. And to use U-turn. But Cherry survived and is not, oh, but it's paralyzed. I don't know what it could possibly do that would not one-hit KO me, but at this point I'm just going to try. Okay, all that and Cherry ends up fainting anyway. It's okay, Cherry, you fought hard. I should have used Synthesis a little bit sooner, but my bad. Okay, so I should have just brought out Heracross sooner. That was a dumb waste of your time and mine, so I do apologize for that. But really, you should blame Game Freak and its stupid use of the tree in front of the gym. And now we're asleep. Okay, great. Sleep Powder is one that I think you can't use on grass types, which is why it didn't. But again, maybe I'm wrong. This trainer. I feel like Erika is going to take less time than this trainer did. Probably not, but still. I'd like to fit the whole gym in this episode, so it'd be nice if we could start getting some knockouts here. I'm tempted to just bring in Cian and have him wipe out this whole gym, but I don't think the other trainers will be as annoying. Feint. Didn't we already try to learn Feint? I know I talked about it fairly recently. That might have been when that Pikachu used Feint. Alright, so now Rod is in the lead. You ready to do some work, Rod? Rod's nervous. Oh, don't be nervous, buddy. You got this. I think we can actually go through, like, this area here. Nope, I'm just wrong. Okay. Well, Cherry is fainted, but somehow can still use Cut. I guess there's just enough energy left to do overworld things, but not enough energy to fight. Of course, they do that as a mechanic, because they don't want you to get stuck in an area. Double battle. So it'd be great to have Cherry. You know what? I said I was okay using items outside of battle, so let's do that. We're going to heal up Cherry. I'm going to put Rod first, though, so when we're not against a double battle, Rod will be the one we use. But I really do want to get some XP. As you can see, I bought plenty more waters while we were at the department store. Actually, I think you guys might have been watching for that when we were trying to get the double waters and never did. Alright, Rod, Cherry. Let's hope this one goes a little bit more smoothly. We protect Erika. We're going to protect Erika. Alright, good luck with that. I like how they say protector, like I'm trying to kill her or something. I'm not an assassin, I'm just a Pokemon trainer. Victreebel and Vileplume, a good pair. Pretty strong Pokemon. Very suitable for this point in the game. Close combat is not very effective, but Aerial Ace will be super effective. And, ooh, Earthquake. Alright. Sorry, Rod, but at least Rod resists ground-type attacks, whereas these two take neutral damage from it, because they are part poison-type. So, this should go pretty well. Yeah, it didn't do much to Rod at all. Rod, I think, has pretty good defense. Actually, no, I think Heracross is good special defense, and only decent defense. So I was surprised by that earlier in the Let's Play. But as you can see, Rod has a very good attack stat. Sludge Bomb will be super effective. Hang in there, Cherry. Rod did a lot of damage. And Heracross is attracted. That's not good. Let's use Aerial Ace on... I think Rod is slower than Cherry, right? Didn't Rod go second? I think so. Protect. Oh, interesting. Not that it really matters that much, because Earthquake should defeat Violet Plume. Which is good, because that's the one that Rod was attracted to, so that'll remove that status condition. And now it'll be 2 versus 1. You guys got this. Alright, so now a combination Aerial Ace. Rod can still take another Earthquake, so that's what I'll do. Earthquake will do twice as much damage as Cut would. That's why I'm using it, even though it is hurting my teammate. And Aerial Ace should finish off Violet Plume. Very good teamwork, guys. Was a fun battle, but not one that was super difficult. Alright, oh, Cherry's level 48. Very nice. I'm not going to bother healing up Rod, just in the interest of time. I think he can probably win one more battle first. And we may only have one more battle here. If I can navigate my way to the last trainer. Through here, probably. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's 2 more trainers. At least. Okay. Well, this one first. Do you think a girls only gym is rare? Wasn't Whitney's also girls only? I'm almost positive it was. Although the Yo Champ in the Making guy might have been there. Executor, that would be a good Pokemon for Erika to have. Executor is a very powerful grass type. It's slow, but it has a huge special attack stat. Aerial Ace and Shadow Claw are both super effective because Executor is grass and psychic type. We of course faced one of these when we were fighting Will. Now, Executor can have the ability Chlorophyll, which doubles its speed in sunlight. So that would be a pretty good combo. At that point, I think it'd be worth using Sunny Day, because you could use like a Sunny Day, Solar Beam, Synthesis, Executor. That'd be a good moveset. I don't know if Executor can learn Synthesis, but let's say it can. Maybe by like breeding or something, or by level up. Not really sure. But in that case, your Sunny Day would power up your speed, your Solar Beam, and your ability to heal with Synthesis. And then you could have Psychic for like a good coverage stab attack. I'm going to use a Freshwater now, though. Actually, I see some Freshwater spraying down on my Pokemon from above. Oops, no, not Antidote. Just tapping the DS touchscreen a little bit too fervently there. Alright, in fact, I might even go back to the Pokemon Center, because I don't think I'll need to. Can I get there anyway besides leaving the gym? I think I can. I just have to go around. How can I get you to understand my hobby, which is talking in a deep voice? Talking in a deep voice. Didn't know that was her hobby. You're challenged by Beauty, Julia, and a Paris, okay? This should be easy because Paris is doubly weak to flying attacks, being Bug and Grass, also doubly weak to fire attacks. So, not really a strong Pokemon. Do not recommend. I've always liked Paris for some reason, I'm not really sure why. I don't think I've ever trained one, but it just seemed cool. It's actually a really freaky Pokemon. If you look up their Pokedex entries, Paris's spore on its back, it like affects it mentally until it grows to be so big, it evolves to Parasect, and at that point, the spore actually takes control of the bug, and it's that spore on its back, the grass part, that's controlling the bug part. So the living animal there is no longer in control, it's the spore that is. That's pretty freaky if you ask me for a kid's game, but if you ever get the time, look up like, just like Google like top 10 weirdest Pokemon Pokedex entries or scariest Pokedex entries. And I'm sure you will agree with me that some of them were actually pretty scary for kids, but that's good. Like I feel like kids a lot, or like babied these days, and you know, oh, we read an entry about a mind-controlling spore. Like, part of being a kid is using your imagination and watching scary movies and hearing about scary Pokemon abilities. So, I feel like when I have kids, there are some things you should protect them from, obviously, but things like scary Pokedex entries aren't really that bad. And Ra is level 50, which is the 5th member of our team. So only one more to go, but still not going to bring Cherry out first because reasons. Okay, how do we get past here? There we go. Alright, Cherry will use Cut. I'm going to go ahead and just use potions to heal up. I don't think... Actually, I have a lot of Lepa Berries, so let me just check and see. Are there any moves I should heal up? Maybe like Aerial Ace? 12 power points, though. No, I think we're pretty much good. I will heal up Cherry's HP, though. Again, interest of time, let's use a Moo Milk. And just because I spent time growing those Lepa Berries, and I have 19 now, let's use one on Aerial Ace, to be sure. Alright guys, you ready for it? Time to battle Erika. In fact, I might start doing that more often, using items and berries in between battle, as opposed to running back to Pokemon Center. It saves time, and at this point in the game I have plenty of items and plenty of money. Alright, here we go. Hello. Lovely weather, isn't it? It's so pleasant, I'm afraid I might doze off. My name is Erika. I am the leader of Celadon Gym. Oh, you're from Johto, you say? How nice. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you wished to challenge me. I know. I have been training myself on not only flower arrangement, but also Pokemon battle. I shall not lose. I kind of think she shall, and I'm guessing after this she'll wish she had spent more time on Pokemon training and less time on flower arrangement training. 4 Pokemon, not 5. That's surprising. I was under the impression that all the trainers here had 5 Pokemon. So she probably has, I think in that case it's probably going to be Jumpluff, Victreebel, Tangela, and Blossom. Somehow she replaces her Violet Plume for Blossom or unevolves it. That just seems weird. Like, why not? If she has a Violet Plume, even level 29, why not use it? Rock Tomb or Aerial Ace is probably pretty fast. Let's use Rock Tomb. It's going to use Sunny Day, trying to set up her team for some Solar Beams and some synthesizing. But if we happen to bring out Cian, his Flamethrower will be very powerful as well. Alright, I don't know if Aerial Ace will be enough to finish it, but if there's a good damage spread, it might be. So let's give it a shot. Leech Seed, wow. So Jumpluff is still faster. I should use another Rock Tomb. That's super surprising. I think Jumpluff might have like really high speed, like higher than its other stats. But still, I didn't think Rod was that slow. Actually, doesn't Rod have a minus speed nature? I forgot at this point, so that could be it. But usually when you use this, like a in-combat stat drop on a Pokemon, it affects them by quite a bit. More than you would think. Because the damage formulas, or the stat formulas, don't just multiply a Pokemon's base stats. There's like a constant involved in there as well. So, for example, a Pokemon at base 50 speed will probably outspeed a Pokemon at base 110 speed after using Agility, which doubles its speed. Because it's not 50 times 2 equals 100, which is less than 110. It's whatever it ends up being. Let's use Rock Tomb, because yes, this might not hit. Well, it's going to U-turn anyway. My thought there, though, was if I used Rock Tomb, I could slow it down and then be faster the next turn and defeat it without taking damage, as long as Rock Tomb hit. Victreebel I don't think is that fast. I think it's like base 80 maybe. So this might help in case I have to bring out Kroot. But 56, whoa, our Pokemon are a high level. I was not thinking that any Pokemon these gym leaders had was that tough, so I should probably play this a little more conservatively then. And we are, you know what, in that case I'm going to go ahead and switch out to get rid of that Leech Seed. Because I don't think Rod, well, I do have Aerial Ace, but I don't want to take any more Leech Seed damage. And it probably knows a poison attack, so that's not good to use against Cherry. I could bring out Kroot. Are there any Pokemon? She doesn't Tangle and Blossom. This might be a really dumb switch, but let's go for it. I wonder if Kroot... my hope here is that Kroot is faster. At the least, Kroot is a free switch-in. Grass Knot. Why would you use a Grass Knot against a Heracross? Did Erika predict this switch-in? Because this might be a one-shot. Yep, alright. Well, sorry, Kroot. Didn't mean to sacrifice you. I was hoping I could bring in Kroot on like a poison attack, which he would resist. And then maybe being faster because of the Rock Tomb, I could strike back with an Earthquake, which would be evenly effective and do a good amount of damage. Alright, on the bright side, Rod is faster and is super effective. Nope, Victreebel is going to use Synthesis to heal up, which will heal up all of its health in the sunlight. Oh, not quite. Is the sunlight gone? Maybe the sunlight's gone. Maybe that, maybe switching in Kroot was actually a really good sacrifice because it wasted a turn of sunlight. And it looks like Aerial Ace does a little more than half, so yeah, we should have... Oh, is it a crit? Yes, I was going to say that. I was going to say, so we should be able to eventually defeat it, and if we get a crit, we'll defeat it even faster. So sometimes I do get lucky as well. Jump Fluff. I forgot the Jump Fluff only switched and wasn't defeated. I guess there's not really a reason to use Rock Tomb now that we know that even after one Rock Tomb, it'll still be faster than Rod. And Kroot is our only super slow Pokemon, so there's no use to use 2 Rock Tombs. So let's just go for Aerial Ace, hope for another crit. I don't know if she's going to use a Full Restore, or if Leech Seed might take it out of the range where she would use Full Restore. Sunny Day, okay, so she chose to use her Jump Fluff to set up her remaining Pokemon, which might be a good move, we'll see. I still think it's dumb because I have a Fire type. She doesn't know that, but with 4 other Pokemon on my team, there's a good chance I have a Fire type, or at least a Pokemon that has a Fire type attack. I would be pretty dumb not to have at least a Fire attack on my team. I know, says the guy who doesn't have a Psychic attack on his team, but Psychic is a little less good of a coverage move than Fire is. I would suggest almost always having a Fire attack on your team. Psychic, you can kind of get away without. Okay, so let me do some quick math. Aerial Ace, base power 60, times 2 being super effective. So moves you can use that way. There isn't a constant when it comes to moves. Moves with twice as much base power will do double damage, regardless of other multipliers. But its stats don't work that way. So Aerial Ace times 2 is 120. Close Combat times Stab is 180. Half is 90. Wait, is Close... I can never remember this. Close Combat, I think, is even against Grass, right? At the very least, I'll learn something here. I keep thinking it's not very effective, but again, it's because of the poison types that most grass Pokemon are in Generation 1. And because it's not good against bug types. But I think against grass, it's neutral. It is, so that's like 180. Plus my my item makes it like, what would he say, 208, something like that, 204? I think it was 204. Leech Seed. Is that going to be enough? That might finish us off. Oh, 1 HP! Good job, Rod! Now, the thing is, this might not... That might have taken it out of knockout range. Oh, it's faster. That's right. Oh, well. So it didn't really matter too much. But it's okay, Rod. You put in a lot of damage against Blossom. So I guess Blossom and her Victreebel are both her best Pokemon. In the same way that her Violet Plume and Victreebel were tied for her highest level in Generation 1. Okay, so we're up against... If Cherry had Body Slam, I'd bring in Cherry, but she doesn't. I don't take any chances because we are down 2 Pokemon at this point. It's 4v2 still, so that's not too bad. But I want to bring in Cian while the sunlight is active. I don't think Blossom can learn any moves that are super effective against a Magmortar. I know like Venusaur and Torterra and some other grass types can learn Earthquake. But Blossom obviously is too tiny to make an Earthquake, so wouldn't make a lot of sense. Flamethrower should be a one-shot here. I think Blossom has a pretty good special defense stat, but taking a Stab Flamethrower in Sunlight, super effective. Holding the Charcoal, Blossom would have had to be like really high level to survive that. And Tangela. I hope in this game, during the rematch, it does evolve into Tangrowth. That'd be so awesome. But I suppose we'll have to wait to find out. Now, Tangela does know a Rock-type attack, which is super effective. Still, Ancient Power is only base 60, so it shouldn't defeat Cian. Critical hit. Well, that would do it. Now, hopefully Tangela doesn't get the stat boost, because that'll make this a really tough battle. No, it didn't get the stat boost. Okay, at this point we have all 3 Pokemon left, so let's just try to get some damage on it, so that when we bring in Olive... I don't have Reflect still, do I? Yeah, let's go ahead and bring out Cherry. Because when there's only 1 Pokemon left, basically, even in the worst case scenario, all 3 of her Pokemon will have to face her. Earthquake is... Now, Ground is not very effective. That's probably what I keep thinking of too when I'm thinking of fighting. So, 50, 50. I don't know how Tangela's... I think actually has really good defense and not good special defense, or not as good special defense. It's a pretty bulky Pokemon. So I think Petal Dance will do the most damage. Not a lot of damage, but the most. So my goal at this point is just to get a little bit of damage on Tangela. That did a lot more than I thought. Tangela is actually pretty weak. Ring Out is a normal attack, I think, and it does damage based on how heavy you are, or I don't know, something like that. Maybe based on how much health your opponent has or how much health you have. It's some kind of variable damage move. Alright, so even though most of Cherry's moves are resisted by Tangela, Tangela's best moves are also resisted by Cherry. Oh, I'm locked in. I was about to say, how did she use a full restore? It wasn't a new turn, but... And this is in Gen 1. They can't cheat in this generation, but that's right. Petal Dance can sometimes go 3 turns. And we're confused. Alright, so we can still win this. Do I want to... I think I have to go for Synthesis. What I don't remember is if you use Petal Dance and are confused, can you hit yourself on the second turn of Petal Dance? Or once you get a successful Petal Dance, does it then keep going, regardless of confusion? I don't remember, but let's do Synthesis. Alright, that's pretty good. There's no more Sunlight, unfortunately. But it'll still heal half my HP, which is good, because I don't think Tangela can do that much. Sleep Powder, so you can put to sleep a grass Pokemon. Not sure why that Jumpluff, Skip Loom, whatever it is, didn't use it then. I'm almost certain, though, that in later generations, that's not the case. That in later generations, you can't use Powder moves on a grass type. But if I'm wrong, somebody let me know. You know, as much as I want... So, the one caveat to what I said before about I might as well send out any Pokemon because they all have to face Tangela eventually, is that if Tangela knows a move like Ancient Power that could increase its stats, then it's better just to send out my strongest first. I should have sent out... Oh, there it is! There's the boost! Not good, not good, not good. That might have been really dumb. I didn't think of this entirely through. Because now Tangela is like super powered, and it's probably faster than Togekiss, so I can't flinch it. And knows Ancient Power, which is super effective. Luckily, I think my enemy has power points in this game. So I'm going to try to waste... He'll go first, though. I don't know. Probably won't matter. Okay, hopefully it used up all of its Ancient Powers now. Oh, think. Okay, so, 2 Pokemon. They both know super effective attacks. Olive gets Stab, but it probably can't flinch. I don't know, Tangela's pretty slow, though. It might still not be faster. So my 2 schools of thought are either I bring in Leah, so that if it does have like one more Ancient Power, it uses against Leah and then won't have any Ancient Powers against Olive. In which case Olive should be able to survive most of its attacks. Remember, Leah is not weak to grass attacks because it is part dragon. The downside is now that it's so fast. Let me see who's faster, Leah or Olive. Because 115 and 107. So let's bring in Olive, because Olive might still be faster. Tangela only has 1 turn of speed boost, or 1 level of speed boost, and it is pretty slow. It is faster, but it didn't use Sleep Powder. So Erika's best chance there was to use Sleep Powder against all my Pokemon as I switch them in. Ring Out did a lot of damage. It must be based on your opponent's health, because Olive isn't that heavy. Now this should be a knockout. It is. Okay, good job, Olive. Good job, my entire team. That was a surprisingly tough fight. I probably could have fought it a little bit better, but I think we still did a good job. Oh, I concede defeat. You are remarkably strong. I shall give you the Rainbow Badge. Yay, so that's 3 badges here in Kanto. 5 more to go. That was a delightful match. I felt inspired. Please, I wish you to have this TM19 as a special token. It is Giga Drain. It is a wonderful move that drains half the damage it inflicts to heal your Pokemon. It is indeed a horrifying move. Didn't you say it was a wonderful move? I guess beautiful and wonderful. And horrifying at the same time. Alright guys, well, that is Erika. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I do want to do some more Battle Tower videos first, but let's try to get our last Pokemon to level 50, which is Cherry. So I will heal up when we come back. We will maybe do a little bit more exploration of Celadon, but then we'll probably continue onward, face some more trainers, and head to Saffron. So, should be a lot of fun. I will see you all then.